Something will happen again inside this week. We fumble them where they work for Sierratel. We know say Sierratel issue enough for you. And we be don't deal with the issue now. Not to 110, not to 210, not to 310. We don't deal with Sierratel now. So. Because for support local companies Sierra Leone own, we na Sierra Network, we self we suffer na Sierratel in hand. With the Sierratel MiFi. It was good. That day, you no go lie. It was good. When Sierratel introduced the 4G MiFi, where na the mobile internet so you go work with. Even then we get their own router na host them. But then we cover mainly na the central business district area. People let me they use them. Even at that time, I remember 2016, yes, 2016. Sierratel, where you camp on MiFi, na them. Na them. I correct me if I'm wrong. But for MiFi, I think say, maybe Tony go able help me under. Now Sierratel first begin MiFi na Salone before the Orange and the Africell come in. If I remember fine. Now then first begin them. But as we speak now, no. Dead. Suffer. Dead. People let me they take them. And then they get free advert. Even when you go find somebody in a salon even our offices, people like na Sierratel they use. Now the router this. Na Sierratel, I don't go find person even a Wellington. I go visit person a Wellington. Sierratel, the router I get na host. Back then. That was 2016, 2017. So not of us say people abandon them. So we self will say a network one for take internet. Now Sierratel we take. But my dear, worst mistake ever. We suffer. Me, I suffer. Yeah? Because before he die like I die so, by the time we reach PWD, that will link here. But that might fine. Now on enough. By the time you reach you just forget it. You know they work again. And that's a monthly you don't pay. You know, what's kind of a thing this? Na so Sierratel take bam like that. Princess said in a come that you want to know that win. Okay, when I laugh you win. I don't know how you been doing, but I laugh you win. So now so we don't they struggle with them. Even when the office been there na Campbell Street. Sierratel now take Sierratel. But I doubt if we do ourselves 1 month or 2 months. Because the downtime beaucoup. Et beaucoup pass the time where you able for user. Who that go they pay for something where they know they give you back for say, we get downtime. So okay, we make up for the time now. You're on your own. Yes. You're on your own. And it was reliable when it started. Then we begin go down the drain. Now baff. Another you see at I know they use me at say they run this. If me at go they slap what they the slap what they give me at so like come on the back. And the saddest part, before we decide say we know they use them again. The last month we'll pay. In each 2 days. In each 2 days. Where we use them. Inside the 1 whole month. From that time, they now say, you know what, my dear? Good do. That na the my fine. But the router, each not take 2 months. What's make they bring all this? Potential be there. When they started, people were going for it. People be get Sierratel numbers, Sierratel phone. Then they sell their own phone and then calling time be cheap. People let me they go for her. What happened? Waiting happen. First, brothers they work there. Well, they send a management. Management now for pay money. Management say they no get money. But for the auditor generally reports, Sierratel collects money. Sierratel collects money. Jemati, one for member me say that also be they ask for na kono them be take. He say na hospital. So na like government hospital or a private hospital in J. But we not do business fine. That's why it take die. If you want for draw, look at them cousin sal post. What then they do? What in sal post they do? Well, Christmas they come. We family them where they work in Sierratel, they don't tire. They say from that time, 30 days first, they don't give them money. Olamide Ball, thank you for the stars. They say they don't give them money. No money for them. And then say, not to say that 2 months money they want to know, now them backlog. Now they want. Tony say, he says, Sal post the catch cruise. Then say that them backlog they want. Because now 7 months, they allowance so nothing, first nothing. I remember the Minister of Information, when this go start first, he go in a chest, they write 1 whole piece for him, the Ministry of Information and Communication, the strategic unit. They write 1 whole piece where they say Minister salvage the situation. Minister, then get the Moses. Then get all kind name. Now, where is the Moses? Because the people, what's in the Moses been promised? Say they go cross the Red Sea. I don't know if the Moses, this Moses, if he be knock the Tico for let the Red Sea split open. But right now they defend the Moses. But the Moses in be the Usa go safe where they go talk about terrorism. My bank they ask Uswan me go recommend at this time. It depends on Usa you dey. Yes. Na so na saloon. Usa you dey. It depends on Usa you dey. Now based on Usa you dey, now I go tell you say, well, use Africell or use Orange. But right now, Christmas they come. Then say they will eat chicken. They don't have for eat dry rice. They say the dry rice not to la video. Okay, Tripoli, Mba, una listen for una self. Let them tell una, yeah? Fambulion, una talk for una self, there. And say how me connect, so me they can talk see. Una know, una talk for una self, there.
Morning and welcome to this interview with LV as well that tonight.
Veronica Johnson, Sierratel Workers in the engineering department.
And we see una representing at the Ministry of Information. Wait till me kuna kayat.
Papa ni hizo Canadian people are not doing the service so you don't need a like Paris. 99.9% the next month we don't get salary. 3 years no only allowance, no medical allowance. Everything about the like Paris. I'll tell you this minister.
We told the meeting that don't get with the minister, they're not giving any positive outcome.
No positive outcome. We have letter to president, president of ministry, letter to chief minister. When I call me to meeting, when I go on management and go, when I tell us the present condition as I tell no good. The chief minister say how the lie, nobody know not up many offices there. Presently, our offices every day. Even the tax seller and go give 2 months salary up to now, like they went to tell me that it's you know, to value the Christmas or cancel family, the 8 months they don't pay we.
Okay, so who's what will you go left to the president? As you say that the right letter to the president and they don't respond to. Now who's what will you go left to the president?
President this will tell you with the woman that we don't suffer. Sierratel we don't suffer. Why always we Sierratel? Why always we not Sierratel no more for the suffer? Madam, your cancer we end. If you don't cancer we end with the woman them. We don't suffer. We don't suffer. If you don't cancer we end the problem.
Before the camera.
No problem. If you don't cancer we end the problem. President Bio. We don't suffer. Madam Bio. Fatima Bio. Fatima Bio. Get sorry for we. Una get sorry for we the woman them. You the advocates for women's and children agenda. You know they allow the woman and picking and they suffer in this country. But Fatima Bio we the woman of Sierratel we they suffer. We man and they suffer. They don't give we now us now office now then we stop. Fatima Bio the account so we end. Madam Bio account so we end we they suffer. We they suffer.
Okay, thank you for talking to me.
Yes sir.
Morning and welcome to this interview. We see you the president in the Ministry of Information and what really I can do here this morning.
Yeah, good morning my brother. For the past, let me say years ago, we did suffer in Sierratel. Working condition poor, no salary, no medical, no leave. Sierratel we suffer, some families that were able to yeah. We don't do the request for this year. We don't work more than 6-7 months. We don't talk to minister will meet to at our inn. We meet to our head office. We don't sack up a strike. We don't change more than 4 manager actors. Yeah, if I don't forget. We don't change more than 4 manager actors and say up to now problem not solved. So we plead to Papa government, they come to aid. Go if not to that. We don't lost beaucoup staff them as I tell. So man, you don't seek medical lobby. It lead to death. Yeah? We are Papa government. We are you picking them. We are you small brother them. We no matter they are. You have for they are. You picking they are. Do you are can we aid? Can help me? This a bonus you don't. So free the delivery for expense. We don't get expense. The delivery. But your Papa God thank you. We left there. But do you can support me? Because if you not die. I'm not sure if they can go soon. I'm not sure if I not die.
So wait some other they want you go understand the word we say at London.
Say okay, not tell you first what we go up to 90 something sites that is if I don't like. From Pluton to the provinces. If you check only one day on for now, only one that are center exchange. Yeah? That are center exchange. Perhaps none again in the work. None in the work again. As I say, presently you go from Gorish. Togo Kenema, Kailaun, Kono, Bo, Makini, Posloko, Pepel. Yeah? Unless they are consul, unless they are off. Yeah? None of the work. They already complain to Minister Peace Adding. SCP, we don't work at it, we don't say yeah. So today they will say Rekaya. Oh, straight. The CFO say if they go 1 month, we ask for Bukolo. 1 month is a soft problem. When they go 1 month, that debt will be paid only money. Waiting the left from Yan. Some of them work more than 30-something years, 20-something years. Some of you young. We don't look who's on the head for. No side. Can you imagine? Look at me. Young boy, get family, how they take off. Yeah? All right.
Okay, brother. Thank you for something.
Yeah, thank you. Young. We don't look who's on the head for. No side. Can you imagine? Look at me. Young boy, get family, how they take off. Yeah? All right.
Okay, brother. Thank you for something.
One for say thank you to our reporter. We be ready. Camera been ready. This now the Ministry of Information. Now you building. Now they the workers then go. I didn't go. The other day, then go they back. But nothing not been come out. Nothing not come out. Because hopefully, then be the hope say, oh, something better go come out for them. And they say the government promised them 2 months. But then they say, even that 2 months, because they not don't pay them for like 7-8 months, the 2 months, now that's then they go pay back. That's then they go pay. You see the ladies then where they complain say, look, then they spend for football, then give them how much money for go Dubai, then go beat them. But to get this, it's just like with priorities, I don't know. But I just hope say because then say until then give them something, then at the Ministry of Information, I didn't go every day. And I'm afraid they don't left them first for 2 days. Next week. Because I be even land stay the other day, police then go there. The police then say, then get information say, then the workers then, they broke, then they pull things then at the building. But so then go, they meet them, they not pull nothing. They just they air out them frustration. So the police then no do nothing. They left them. And the workers they don't say anything, they go there every day. Come next week. Okay. But the government of Sierra Leone, this administration, we know now for say una they pay. So what's happen with Sierratel? What's happen with the privatization of Sierratel? Even the workers then want let them privatize Sierratel first. The workers there. Because them feel say if Sierratel is privatized, then go get the money. Then go to work now and pay them. I just explained to you now for say only inside them. Are you the worker? It's all the other. Now one gain exchange now in their own. All the other exchange across the country. He said they're not the own. They're not the own. And we're not the own. I go. Hey, we. Can they make money with Sierratel? Yes! Not to Orange enough. You sell the kick game so you sell don't can join there. We now get the gateway. We now get her. Eh oui. Saloon. Hey. We person talk just now. Then go say, oh, not to this administration. Not to in beginner. Not to in this, not to in that. But you know exactly what they talk now. You know. We are here. It's the new direction to fix things. For fix waiting the previous administration not able for do. Oh, and also inside 4 years no more. The one and they be Puel. I must hear and take Puel. So now I must hear. Well, biggie make now, no? Hi. A lot of other things them happen. Boku. Other things them happen. But hey, we'll turn the mic to you. You self go cow it on. Welcome, most friend. Your summary for the week, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers. And thanks a lot for talk with through all these week events. Then we don't happen one of the main headlines. So we know say things that don't happen really way concern the country. It's all the area of money, how money they go and money they spend, and what you get. So leaving this issue now, they look say waiting and they look if the national benefits, most of them they already do on for political benefits. You can see most times back about that political interest more. So the area of that political interest now you can question the selection of interest the way they take, the interest the way they develop, or not the interest the way they develop, but during that process you get political interest we can get judgments we can differ. So you see that they are not in mostly help. Coming first to the area of the decision where you see the national benefits where they belong for do in the form of the airport. If you see the delay and the way where they go into the contract, I believe say they work at the contract more without looking at the company in your own status. So but thank God they're not able for cut here, put here for can bring materials and for go. Well, my fear is that the people and we don't get a case, and the case now just few months ago would have passed the verdict about some malpractice wouldn't do. Now Russia they because they get beaucoup thing they wouldn't they do. This Suma company group, they may get some assets where then they get a payment on about 4 million to the Russia for heat energy company. But now recently they passed. So all NTR, then we don't get bankruptcy, then sell them to one Turkish man, again to three picking them. One pound then now we see that they would go na airport. So they call it the Bora family. But then why you see that the type of manage from events they would don't do. But not that they're not going to do well, but they can involve in some malpractice. It's the other one the Bobo inside Russia. So when they look at and like for them they get alarm, see them and get issue, and that people who can't get contract with them, and they say they don't build them here, and when they build them contract, I remember the revenue they get for the get, they need pay them cash. So all NTR they don't invest in the past few years. So for them get back the turnover, it take a time. So but thank God they don't able for begin. So but don't know the other bits if they will get the material. And looking at again the issue in Russia, because I did a base, you will see all NTR the delay in terms of shipment and other things they may purchase. So all now and then a big problem, but hopefully the arrangement will succeed out in a way who said will benefit with a national issue. So but it all comes down to the interest rate you put to a decision. You see how the budget they go for the week, how the budget go and come, even though they not come up to a final decision, we wait for the committee of supplies for letting give you their own final decision. But the point is they see the area they then they talk about how they will able to develop, so they will put their money. Because when you see the budget itself, people then they ask how you go able to affect their life in various measures of ways. How you will outline, put them together for it will soften the blow of that economy, that inflation from past, the hopes the people don't get from the past. See then where the hopes they will get, then come for can soften the blows of inflation, so we'll get future growth. But the point where the percent where the people and they look at say they go now a different percentage, the percentage of the economy like they going towards inflation. So but when you look at again the budget, they say the budget it look more for look at the retail price. He ignore that retail price. And that one day they reflect on the consumer price index within the person they go buy. So that retail price, then are they the problem they where they're not able to work out within and they try for say business go able to work out. All now specify on areas where you go question if they can get the areas where they go look say the activity they what they can do, then get a timeline who go track the anything we na budgeting, if na one way come on na aid, or na one way then grant, or na one way we raise from we money what we make from things that we sell, how then where we go put them. The one way na the one na the inflation that they look first. But when they feel them not be able to look from the inflation rate, how we go able for affect. So the business pattern they would introduce, it all not able for reflect on that retail price, the index we people and they go buy for car retail. So that chain work between the wholesale they come to the consumer or they go buy them. So you see, say the retail the price they go up, they go up because of many reasons. We will try to say now because of either the method between the bank and the government. But when you work out the budget, you put back the picture of the governor. At a point, we see them column for Canada Parliament. But we don't see they don't carry recently a week ago. And the same thing like I'll be saying, which they can't tell and say, now, you know, they in charge of fiscal decision. When they make a fiscal decision, you the government, they make how they save money and how they can't take and for and go. So not to me own area for decide. So now you go put this, now forget a discipline and go forward. It only remind them of this when I just a week ago. So between this time when they debate, so they may get a special committee. But the point here is looking at waiting, it is if an economic way are the try for swing for that will go up. How you go able for bring them here? So that your own expenditure, you go know how they limit them based on what in una revenue get. But when you able to look at how your revenue they, you know, they look at how the realistic things and then you will put the balance now. See when are they go for government budget? There are wants and needs. The thing they want is different from the one the country need. But when they put the wants them say now the the parliamentarian want some money, wouldn't they expect they don't promise they see them will give them. And during the budgetary, they see some the campaign for the favor, say, una for support this bill, this budget, because the budget, it gets away favor una. And it gets away favor una when you have material. So, see, the argument is that will bring a point. When you bring the point, you can know one minister who been there, I'm going to begin call names now. In mention, outline, say, at that point, in the one for base in your language support the second reading and then they will accept the budget. But you come to waiting at the needs. What are the needs? They say the agriculture they under. You want for think, you want for increase your export so that the export, so you go put the ton. If you have 5 and also now you go able for bring money and spend that money, you go to direct play or not divert them. Parting they want to self-interest, or sometimes they be for the time we go profit. So their things are all they can because the point they don't look as I say that retail price, then go for maintain them, then go for look at the interest rate and delay what things that happen, how the procedure and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to the time where the person they go receive and up to how many routes before the person go they go buy on the market. How much you go able for affect them? Nobody now go look on budget. The budget all the right for say no more. How I go able for expander. Look at the areas of petrol price now again. You go see say how we go try to put this petrol issue. If we they try for put the excuse say would they always buy finished product? Who will get refinery now? Why we not go try spend money for infrastructure? We will make this. We check how much it will cost. Whether we wait for them and go see one company who can help for do an bond. We don't know when they go do one. The one who in a kisi, look fit for purpose and the place no, it don't look safe in terms of how they will put and in terms of safety with waiting and setup. But all comes down to waiting on the prioritize pan budget, waiting they bring income, we go able to develop other areas now and pushing them. You get the one they want to steady budget. Some of them na budget where they see na recurrent budget, they come all the time. But that one they come all the time, and they put tracking, Panamla go able to see when I put for agriculture, how it go able to turn out, or the process and not go track them. All I they do, I they allocate and then I wait for them, then just say they don't go do this. Sometimes they work. But it's actually a very serious issue where they see then things here, if no more the one day we don't come inside like a solid thing called the company, they're solid daddy dad. They don't do it for years, they get IFAD. That two group there don't they cushion. We will not even know if na then why the help let you not see the worst of it now in the country. If we not been getting then you go say the cushion of the agriculture, what you go see. Now subsistence, but yet still we not for let them go eat somewhere, then go get and sell to the neighbors. But for let you go say now these tons we don't take, with the supply now CRS, so that CRS not go to import again, then go to buy that money in dollars to we, that rest of the producer, then projects will go before because then they try for send. Or in any way, or the school project, that money they will spend for. So there is a way where you will put the investment. So you will see them where they get a timeline. If I don't say then they can't finish their project. I mean years they don't did it. They don't show how many million, over 200 million years with my money, US dollars. So all the things that I can see, then the day in timeline where they go. So when you budget now, you go for say I go for go cushion them things there because then things I don't get an election of a convoy and they go up. I go for go put now pillars there for whole farm. So that when them people are left, they're not going to become dependent, then go down able for invest, where then go the profit, and that profit when they make, they able for then go develop the mechanized farming or the improved farming who they don't can show them. You see the cocoa yonder, now just a smaller scale still they go. Now just them people who are they qualified and solid with that they know what they help. What about the government impact? So most times you see say that they when they buy the cocoa and they go sell them to them people who are for them go get now then where they put the raw material. But what if they go now, then we cut down? What I don't get now for now involve the farmers directly from the government budget when they put towards the agriculture. The other things that they ask, say, are they there in place? We go able to say, would they try for put because now the consumer in price would they try for directly lower because I think the palm in price not going to go far again. Then the cocoa we go they bring money. The other agriculture sector they produce more because the more the products they nobody will hold them. It ain't enough for you will come down. An example they give about Liberia. Liberia, I not realize see them bag of rice not just about $13. When I can see $13, I'm there for counter. This is not your money, but at the US dollars. And by then check them hours when I the 25 kg. So the 50 kg was $23, but it was still less. In terms of that period day, when they talk serious, then they two line for them, when not in the poor rest care and go. Now, because of a small error will be happening between the dealers and the price of the one can raise up. Then we can bring the government say no, we have been on the this tariff. So these are the reasons they know we explain. Say, oh, then say we are looking at Liberia, then the two line for us. During that period when the two line, what our rest don't go to nearly 500,000 old money. That time they then been there 23. If you change that money, they don't go still reach 150 now. So you see the inflation rates, you return price index, I go able for controller. Now the areas there you get for look. But I hope say them things are when they bring in budgetary and in terms of judgment again, you see how they go get decision. So you see, the legislator and the executive bodies, then they get the administrative bodies and now when I like the committee, how then wire they work so that things go able to produce from each sector. You check again in favor of decision like the one where you don't talk about, the one with a property where they don't seize. So you go see, say, okay, now bad habit for monitor, for take government money and use them for private thing. But because of the style, the political style where they go see, say, then the genuine or the decision is somehow selective, or you go ask say now national or political interest. So if your national interest, you go say, well, it go genuine for everybody whether they don't hold it go come. But if you see say the ones that will escape the net and during the process of escape the net, then go attain position when a political position, then you go question that barrier. They say, well, the one they will not lucky for cross the political realm for let them go come. Now this sector over then they say political horse trading. You buy, you can person from a different party, come join with so that you will get favors. So you see the favors are there. But you ask now, are the favors genuine? Then what about the other favors? You ask them, the other people who not come inside, they don't get a favor. Now the question in that of decision, if not political interest or not kind of a rational interest, most of them think they're more than they do. But there are things that they bring come, but in the area that they lack is tracking. Look at the area of Sierratel again. So I tell you see the transition period where they don't they get for commercial, private, posting cantica, the draw, go push 7 at the play, draw, all the things that we don't they go. But there is a budget where they tell we say they don't budget money for give the ministers. They don't budget money for give again more to the Commission of Inquiry. And then some other areas they can report. So you ask say now wants and needs and national interest. So the things here they begin to compare now. Say, well, where they go direct and go tell we say money not do because from the government spokesman towards that meeting day, Jamil been there for me to what they tell them say government get constraints. But you go back 3 days back instead of debate all in parliament, then they tell you about say, well, all that they talk about the education and how the government they pay on time salaries. Even though there might be discrepancy, but when they explain to you that the public they talk to, well, in a kind of place, okay, we know they pay about this particular issue for put up. So you know they bring things in a table where you go look, let people and go believe say what they tell you are true. Say when aware say there is a sector of the government where you been get business with, you know, they pay them people there for months, up to 7 months. I think so over how many millions in power money we cost when narrate. I can't even tell again. But all this they sum up to waiting that they put in place, how it will able for make money, how we not go able for develop, because that place for not able for make money because of now we get the gateway. And if now we get the gateway, we miss in a Zoot lab, they don't go begin to get the division day. When I don't bring Zoot lab again in parliament, but the division, nobody know again from that. For say they don't go question them or try put law say, una this una for do not do they change the contact to una. They will find other engineers then because these things it meant to follow and get an international relationship. Oh, una don't they get. Una they get international relationship. How gonna go deal with them? So if you can't begin they make say, well, you will not get visa, you don't go allow some people the comments on the lucky. So you they put things in place wherein the home social life of the people then you relate them to waiting, then they beat up with outside world where they will get challenges in terms of trade, within the kind side, in terms of people and right for do things. But it all comes down to how people then will avoid political interest and try to look things in that area where they will say that anything I want to do that for benefits, whether they put budgets, I therefore know, say, I they look at the history, waiting don't happen, Usai money no for me. The population where I get, the amount of what at the kind side, then I know Usa they go begin to add profits. So that profit then now go begin to spread. Then I begin to spread out million expenditure now at that point then now. But when you expenditure and then even that one the way they give so when at this present body you don't put they go learn till I can cover this. Then even some areas not to think we they not think when I not to imaginary, but I expect say that this I get for give them that year day. Then the one day where you don't give, then say they know they do what they get for do, we go even make with that small thing they. Then you say you don't go money to back, you don't go do so tell you know go gain profit from waiting you don't go invest. So all them things there, now you can get for the trial look how you go spend the money. We say not for give bonus, you get for no say not to bonus time this because bonus should not be part of the make. This now wants a needs you get for separate. So you get for get accurate bookkeeping where they show you all the things there so that your inflation and you what you produce go able for meet up the people in life. But people don't they look specific. All them they look sometimes like you can't just generalize. Then also then they specify them turn because some areas in the camp because agriculture they don't see some side people and they get then they see the aid they come inside plan international they help under then they say they come they look at the 7 million then you check out now waiting come as grants and money we don't go to who's side left now because there are people now they get aid if you count you put them in separate because now they can go help them people have for do because through them projects they wouldn't get but if you count them money when they play in the impact then you can't sign up for cancer they can't buffer this you go see a big problem but they get for trial and put institutions in one place will be thing will benefit people and institution if get for be one place where especially when they focus to one thing they will put this one there you branch all the things that I can bring problem back but I only hope say the economy slow down then go try look to them how we go able for go up because at the moment not because of more of the outside shock because the outside shock now just some people can ring bell say una all not be they do well una na this and this una for try do Then the World Bank will tell you, then the project when they go, the World Bank don't say the COVID. Then they tell you, say yes, them thing how they do. But the tell you say don't you fully hand. Then they give other meetings, like even the IMF, and they give separate meetings if they follow then the webinar program. Well, then they show you how to go this economic outlook for can help yourself. So you they put your own project now towards this. They forecast the countries then who not mean they force per 1 pound there. Now like Ghana, you know that few people there. But we don't they draw nearer and the one that we see them don't focus on they're not even do come out for be waiting they expect because then turn around immediately for shut out the economy in terms of for letting buffer with the thing with the outside. So when you compare the area of pandemic, it is quite true. Now in bring them, but then the type of tell is you know be put things in place. And now you would see different countries and we don't do before, then they do so. Boy, you they put a reflection for you they put a design when you say the approach a national issue fast flag will just jump and go into them. An example now, look China. Them be don't get the infrastructure for fight this COVID. Quick build the hospital because they may sabi. But then when they refuse to adjust to the type of vaccine, say that they don't know more what they call Sinovac. That Sinovac have been different, you know, they call RNA that he on the one designer, you know, they mix up this particular virus, the way they change. But the other one now mRNA, there are more than the other one there, it change. But the point why that was it making things what you be say you they fast they go they ignore one thing, then now they get back. Now people and they go get locked down because the sick down they go they back. So these are the things where they put infrastructure, you put them for match with waiting they go with we concern without in it to the end of it, not halfway. So I don't want to know more me just for say, let God try make leaders and try look at where they make political interest decision. But it's quite a lot within they ignore. But there is development with they at hand, but it's up to how they get for translate them for let it go before. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God help the nation, help world. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Usfriend for Ion submission today in summary for the week. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for bringing me on board. I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the listeners. Today na Saturday, all thing go. Lad just give me summary and then I will talk on few points. I think inside this week where they done so, we talk about ECSL. Where they are sure everybody say them inside the finalized voters. Everybody name way register go they. But the unfortunate side, they say they're not going to do a display. And the funny thing we come up this week, we see say then talk about VVK voters verification kits. At the end of the day, they find out say that 257,000 name the other may say then delete or whatever. I think then go for an inside day. So that's for me in me summary or me submission inside the week. I may talk say I get question for asking CSL. So and they still get for prove themselves right because they get a lot in their table or in their cupboard where they need for make clean and clear for people and for people to understand. And I still they insist and I still they advocate. Their name the way they say now underage them. Me do ya let them investigate more. Believe some the days, sometimes are dates. Maybe 1 day or 2 day or whatever. But so you check them. Somebody not gonna say me I not qualify at all. I not reach the age or I not get for reach the age. The time when they do election, they are go come out for go register. Spend you all the time in a line and then they at the end of the day then disqualify them people and they. So me still want for lay people and lay they able for big deep into ACSL, we go get more information because the reason we make they draw the line now. If then tell we say 257,000 people and then we delete them inside the system or whatever. Now then tell we say the VVK immediate inside it, then they don't begin make then they don't give we too much things them more question for ask. So now that make me say so. Another thing we talk about this week, Triple A, we talk about the suspension of the 3 MPs them na parliament. They may pull their privileges then, their immunities and allowance, they stop at all na their hand because of the draw the confusion them get in a parliament for laying down of instruments or no instruments. Another thing when we talk on inside the week, we talk also about the Minister of Sports. Then for someone in the parliament, because of one, I don't say Yuki, but one game where they go play, I think now Dubai. So they need for investigate the one in D. And of course, the last two we talk on inside the week, of course, one honorable Paul Sassam may also request for make them make a tribunal for investigate the auditor general and the deputy. So I think this now the summary the one member inside the week. And now go to me talking points by the grace of God. Hey, the first one I want to talk on is see why government properties them or government things they know the last or not the better in a salon. Why? That's a big question I want to ask. This is what make us ask this question today. Now check all government entities, them AAA. They no longer get waiting and call. Are they draw in SLBC? SLBC don't take how many years? But can you compare SLBC and AYV? No way. When you talk about government infrastructures, these are something, these will be things the way the envy, you want for go inside it for go work. But Sierra Leone, somebody they say me, I know you work for government safe. Because better not the inside it. Look SLBC. From the SLBC way is a bit they take today, they all gadgets, the nine and they use state today. People are improving. People are moving. Go SLBC Tripoli. It's so sad. But they can't wait to make a go and come inside. Look the Sierratel. Sierratel way na them. As far as me concerned, I stand for be corrected. Yeah. Sierratel, I think that they even give sell it I call on the internet to other waiting and call them that waiting the internet where they use for bakery. It's added or Sierratel for be the leading factor. But look at Sierratel. Look at Sierratel. If inside this city Freetown, they not get coverage all side. I could remember when them talk, say them me get them phone. Mr. Sefwa me this allow me get them phone and me get them Wi-Fi. But at the end of the day, you defend put a service to you gains. Inside the month you subscribe, goodness. Sometimes if you calculate almost they get internet inside the month, they reach 14 days, 2 weeks. Every time server day down, server day down. Why all 10 government institution, government thinks them not a better than Sierra Leone? You talk about Salpos, so in your submission, AAA. What's in the go on? Go look Salpos. By now, for the team say, where they will post something direct if go get impossible if reach na possible na salute. Do we have the system? Nothing like that. It's so sad, Sierra Leone. SLBC, go compare SLBC with 2 stations again. Who said, are we growing? Do we really they match the standard how the world they move? It's really sad. It's really sad. Internet na Sierra Leone na by God in power. It's so expensive. At the end, the same thing again. The service not even better. It's slow. Pass you pay extra money if you want fast internet. Or pass you get connection. Fiber optic cable, then na Sierra Leone day. Fiber optic cable. Nigerians are making good use of it. I always they say this: if we get good internet na Sierra Leone, they create employment for many youths. Go back to Nigeria. Always they give me example. See, just for comedy, see almost millions that youth what they make. Just comedy, they get all kind. They don't need let you pay themselves. They not they beg you subscribe. Let them get how many million followers they no more. Now all job creation they do so. That's when the cameraman then they all if I one recently just married yesterday also. One part Nigerian comedian and if you see married out of comedy and internet. We there for create you go for let them get job na salon na problem. We get the things that we get the facilities. We cannot improve them. We get fiber optic cable, but Are we utilizing it well? Don't look like he say that side that kill for and to the handle for we. But trust me, if we get super internet, people they reduce unemployment in a salon. Because now people are either open to social media and as alone now. Now make if you watch you get all kind blogger. Everybody wants likes, everybody wants followers. It's a job creation. But still governments and they pay for God's sake. Anyone we ask this na free quality education, we don't put almost percentage. It's so sad. The same goes for the previous governments. He told them he agriculture minister we talk is in a road. You go bring education minister na road. Everybody we talk na road. Are we really serious as a nation? I mean, if we get good internet, they able for help the education system make it be more get quality. I mean, if the schools, them, the universities, they all get internet. It go help students for do research. I don't know if they know say then see get connection to the quality education when they boast of. It's so sad, Triple. Sierratel Workers and they strike. But the whole Minister of Information go in fact go na parliament. If they talk to the like for saying wait till they call. I can't remember that issue they come up. They say, oh, then they privatize Sierratel, then this and that. What did not come out of them? Nothing, no improvement they like it today. Now they start then they complain to. Well, you for the jealous for working inside government institutions them. But we own, oh Lord. It's too sad, Tripoli. Now go to me next point, Tripoli, I want to talk on. I want to talk on also the economic situation of the country. I think for me, I know they say the government idea don't at the government, you know, but trust me, they don't go out of ideas. If we are not careful from now to January, then people are if we are not careful, they will put up fuel back. I don't know. You see, they don't make enough time for make false promises them or fail and veil promises them. One of the major things where they affect this government, and you keep saying this one. When the previous government the APC government, one thing when they get to the IMF, we make IMF me withdraw whatever. Now as a result of subsidies on fuel. This government say come, oh, you see, for you know, say this APC no better, the government's not serious. Now the IMF don't come out so. But IMF conditionality, no they help for developed country. He always make you not be dependent. I don't say this now here. One big word they part development will call paternalism. Anytime we person they give you, it not they help you. It they make you depend on them. And that's what IMF they want. World Bank, anything they want. So when this government be in opposition, then campaign with that in there. Now they affects them so. Even if you feel price they go down, for let them put and down. Now this the dealers that they go determine. Because waiting them he say they no go do, they waiting them campaign with, they no go come for can do again. And it's so sad, Tripoli. How the condition, how the economy go sweet. Una use so veil promises them. At the end of the day, honestly, even the president self talk na 98.1. He say what you dey na do, what you dey see and what you go inside are two different things. I could remember that statement. I'm not able to give the exact dates no more. So when you are outside, it's easy to talk, it's easy to condemn government. But the way they go inside and what they don't do. Now building materials and they go up so every other day. Agricultural things them they go up every other time. Do these people governments really get the country at heart? Or are them pockets no more? Them family. Me, it's not a surprise, though, honestly. The last thing I will end up with, of course, now these confiscated properties of the public workers. Me go say on this one, we don't see them. This same government, when they in opposition, waiting and call, then confiscate. Is it the Speaker of Parliament is some of his property there? When they turn and speaker and not get them back, he take them all. It's sad, people alone. Me, I don't know what they go on. So if then they do this, some man will talk. Some man go even afraid for buy them. Because you know say if government change, then people they will go back for them property them. Because then this same government don't set the pace. Now these two can always they say precedent. When they set precedent, set a good one. Not say because you are in authority, so you can do all what you want because you get the law, you get the power now you earn. When the power turn, it's going to be a sad thing. We've seen it. Then confiscate and the speaker and property them. I stand for be corrected. Maybe not to him by then or whatever. But when it go, it take all thing back. Even though when they pass an court to say this one and a state property and not take them back, let God help Sierra Leone. Honestly, if we get governments, we get leaders, we get the country at heart. Sierra Leone they change in not too distant future. And the last thing I go talk about AAA, me, I always they say this. Let we get development plan. A plan with devoid of politics, a plan with devoid of party, region, or whatever. A plan we go speak for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, if possible, 50 years plan. Every region, every corner of the country go able for be involved. I think that's my own take for today. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Alpha. I want to say thanks to Alpha for your summary for the week. Not getting inside you. Because you self get forget your own turn just now. For make you give waiting you think for the week. Because yeah, na salon. And you get right. As long as you no cause person. Not to yeah. Eh? But all man get right in your opinion and your views. Let we come with Tony. Let we waiting and your summary for the week. Welcome on board, Tony. You're welcome. Get the platform.
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. And Kusha and Kabo fumble them. I wish you all a blessed weekend. I want to say thank you to Usfren and Alpha. I go try for make a short. Me go look at Sierratel because most times my contribution I can left for based on how governments go able for make money, just like we Alpha end. They talk about when government they rely on IMF conditionalities them, not they favor the ordinary man them. And the reason why make some country they go to IMF now because probably they're lazy or they can't think outside the box. But in a situation like a salon where I say we have the resources, you understand? We get around we have institutions that will be able for turn around for making them become a profit making institution, a viable one way go able make sure say the profits that they make in those institutions they can take them back and inject them into the economy, and then and we're able for spend prudently, which means you're able for cut down on your spending. You make sure say you make the best out of every money where you get. You not just to spend lavishly, but you try for make sure say if I want for buy a car where I know say go be cost effective for my minister, them I know go take motor car the way I know say that man they only use the motor car go pack up for 8 hours way off before you go now house. If you have to do upline trip or government forget a pool where them pool and them vehicle and the way they didn't vehicle them for go upline. We not need for go spend money. They buy $70,000 motor car, $100,000. The thousand motor car pack. Million. I talk about 70 or 50,000, 50 or 80 or $90,000 motor car. Where they say the motor car they go pack. Why you know get something way cost effective? Where you know say this now for take demand from your host or from your government quarter to your office, a pack, and then you understand like those kinds of, that's not how you spend where you spend wisely. So you're able to make savings, you're able to make adjustments, you're able to get surplus. You understand? But in the case where we spend, and then I want to answer Alpha one side where Alpha make mention say why government institutions them not they do better. Even if we put system in place, Alpha, we country na country way of my office where they work in a government office in Nokia. Money where they allocate for make people they eat or for develop areas them or develop certain things they already cry for. One man go sit down, he eat everything. Now we go to audit service reports 2020. The last one we like a pool. Way name waiting and call. Let us show you instances them where if you looking at appendix 7, you understand? If you look at appendix 7, you go see say they say 8 broad categories are as follow. Oh, this is why let's make I bring this up now for make we see exactly who side money then they go. You understand? One, they talk about tax irregularities. Money where then they collect, you go save, then go for find out. Their money then they where leakages, money where you go say this person pay, the able for account for the exact amount. You understand? Which means some don't balance on side, some are not owe some own because control very poor. Inventory and stores irregularities. Irregularities in revenue management controls. Unretired interest or fund allocated for specific purposes, unsupported payments, payroll irregularities, irregularities in contract management, cash irregularities. When they put all the irregularities they did together, we lost 42.3 billion leones. You understand? This is an audit service report in 2020. Will I pull this now from 2018? I mean 2016, 17, 18 to 20. You understand? The reason we make I bring these things, these ones up. Now for let we know why make we institutions the way we get na salon no they do it. Because when you take all these irregularities, the way I don't highlight. People that eat money, then they take money with money where for say for laws, it look like Sawako. If you go, you do audit or check Sawako. The funds where Sawako get from ADB, from international partners, them what's up for on the outside upline for the big headquarters town there, McKinney, Kenema, Bo, you name it. Corner all that side they forget what's away people they for open pipe, they open and tap what's up for the all the money they people they eat. Money that we don't count for this. Then now we go to the same audit report, appendix 7. Now we see the money where they give to Sierratel. Where Sierratel go take? Where Sierratel take? So we noted that Sierratel was granted a loan by Exim Bank for ADSL network with a closing balance of 29,450,000. 29,450,000. This money, now you go take for say they want for expand on Sierratel for make the expand. An audit service report that they say we noted that Sierratel was granted a loan by Exim Bank, a DSL network with a closing balance of $29,450,000. This loan agreement was, however, not submitted to the ASSL, that is Audit Service Sierra Leone. So the loan received not disclosed in appendix of the general purpose financial statements for 2020. The reason why I bring this up, this now one thing where me catch my eye from 2020 audit report with liar pool. Then go take this money, 29 million, they say balance, we left $450,000. Imagine for Sierratel. The international gateway where they talk about, you know, even then as Sierratelian, now third party agency, then they run up. So which means, and when you get so many channels in distribution, so many channels, what's in happen? All man defend commission. So now make if you were a salon, you try. I mean, if you were abroad, you try for corner salon. International call very expensive because the gateway now they go through Sierratel direct. If they go through somebody else in Sava where they probably in a Lebanon or probably in a France or probably in a somewhere else. Before that, it routes from there before they even reach salon. So sometimes in there you they talk, the calls that they drop. Why may they call? Because so many channels, so many lines. You understand? And all them the people that where they manage that where they manage the gateway, not third party, not to Sierratel. Probably if the gateway meeting at Sierratel they earn, therefore they make a revenue wherein all these mobile companies. You understand? Where if somebody they use T-Mobile now, it want for call direct to Sierratel, it want for call somebody where they use Orange. That call from here from T-Mobile, it go straight to Sierratel the server because they control the gateway. So from the gateway, it come out there now before it routes to Orange or it routes to Africell. But now you know the Apple. So if somebody call from T-Mobile now, it go straight probably in Lebanon or probably they go to France, outside the people them they serve wherever because they get different server them before even out, before they even go salon. You understand? So many times even voice clarity a problem because what you make you get all this and most of them things and so even the mobile company then a salon I mean then they grumble. You don't say where the mobile companies they even the access let we get the gateway or now give we gateway first they will tell me they now they self me get and gateway. If then gets and gateway if somebody they may call direct from America now from T-Mobile it'll go from T-Mobile server straight to Orange the server. So which means Orange go able for say, okay, for any international call, una pay with 4 cents or 5 cents or 10 cents. It will be cheaper. But mind you, if you don't make call rights international to Sierra Leone, 1 minute they cost 30 something cents. Una check una where they buy keku or they buy this or that, it cost 30 something cents. Whereas if immediate direct, you call from T-Mobile now direct to Sierratel the server, probably Sierratel will say, okay, T-Mobile for pay me 20 cents. From that 20 cents, Sierratel go say, okay, I they put at least 20 cents, I give free sell or orange 20 or 10 cents. So me don't left with the 10 cents. So which means they make 10 cents, the mobile company itself na salon make 10 cents. But no, when you make call from here, you understand? When you make at the bill or at the bring this, now for let we see how we people the way not today starts, where they govern we or where they manage government institution, now for themselves. This institution where they give the gateway for manage international gateway where they make call it go. Not for say then they pay the people of Salon they benefit from me or you they benefit. No, in fact it's so expensive what they make calls. Now the one the way so called, I know I'm calling him. Now then they eat their money then they get them brown envelope, they all get shares into them business then they. You understand? Now this is not the problem. If Sarah tell me get that gateway. Now we say then get that international gateway and then domain, then the manager. Therefore they make money where it bad say. They must able for them going concern, not for be this terrible. They're not for them into this situation where that this liquidity I go call them where they're not able for manage the situation, unable for pay their debts, the short term debts when they will command their staff, even the long term debts when they go take 29.45 thousand, 29,450,000 loan from Exim Bank, nobody not able for account for it. Even when auditors then go audit in 2020, they're not even send the loan agreements. They're not send the loan agreement. So when you look at all these things, where they happen into their institution, how then go look Salpost. Somebody didn't get director general, then get this and get that, so get all this, then all look the organogram, you go see I'm beautiful and this and that. They're not even the add value. They're not the add value. So you ask yourself, what are we spending? So how the money they come out when they generate the money from tax or wherever where they come from, wherever source where they come out from international, I don't know now whether they go with grants or loan or this or that. Now they want them so-called brother and their pockets all they go, the boys and this and that, now the pockets. Whereas we they suffer. The way I say we they suffer because the dependency ratio when we people on the ground they do not get things stronger. Now we backland the diaspora then because hey bra, I'm not able to pay me picking school fee. Hey bra, I'm able for buy uniform self. Hey bra, and so people that we not even family with. So the dependency ratio. So some people like say, oh, we don't know over cinnamon and then so we they talk because now we they feel the heat. We they feel the heat. You understand? When we get government institution, people don't care. Then they run like I say, now they pass. They even your personal home. Then they run so then they take time and they spend. But when it comes to government money, just because na free money, na jama money, we know they spend. We know they look what's happening here. Na Massachusetts. God, the states give we money back. Wait a minute. The money where they allocate, where they budget for as tax, then generate more than what they required. So the surplus, then pour it some back, then send money to people. Not all man gets her. Me gets. You understand? But then send them back. This is how you go in because proper system. Where people say this because what you make, they'll not get an account where they go put that money there. That excess they know. Even when they debate through, they say, oh no, if they're for only money for keep. So no, there is no account where they create for keep that excess. Because you they plan expenditure against expected revenue. Now they call budgets. What you know say if we now this we want for do as a state, we want for spend $2 million and on this and we generate $3 million, which means there's a $1 million excess. We don't want for keep that money there. No, give them back because every year the states they collect tax from people. We it's different. We know they say now so for happen, but you they see outside controls there? Outside people there, outside there is that transparency. Now no day na salon. In no day transparency. Everybody can eat. You ask question, nobody know they talk. Just like how you they talk say, who that do not pay them money? No transparency, no day. Them host anyway they not sees. We don't know whether they don't pay money. We don't know whether that this. Everything just that clandestine movement. Everything you just get just clouded with a lot of suspicion. And once you create doubt, you create you information where you give out not clear. You create a lot of creates a lot of suspicion. It creates for make people then build story out of it. It make even people then begin doubt the integrity. It even make people then begin doubt the process. It even make so many questions that the people then go raise. You understand? So I mean, in summary, Abraham, these people that way with the same way. I mean, it can start with sometimes. Me, Baku the man and the Asabide. Baku even Robert Kowa. Robert Kowa was my president in St. Anthony Church. The general solicitor, what you call. But what me the St. Anthony Church, I knew him very, very, very well. All these guys, you understand? What they are the try for say is you'd expect much from these people the way they say, okay, these people they're not born meter. They're not born with a one from humble background. But you'd expect, say, at least then they come oversee, then they see how system they work, how system they in place, how this and how they work amicably well. We not force don't know how to implement system just because they want the system to be vulnerable. So when in the thief, nobody not going to ask too much question. If they put proper system in place, Abraham, but come on, they run for going to politics or into government. They're not going to go into government because what you make, there is checks and balance, there is transparency, and there's every damn way you display. You see another place here. Even when they generate campaign revenue, if he left after election, you they hand over back. You they hand over to the party. You know they keep her. You they see that the proper system. We don't get those systems. Now that's not the major problem. What would they get? All man not for themselves. This thing has become a business. This who will suffer or who will put money, now who they eat. Then they happy. Sierratel not for the strike, so it's an institution where they make money. Telecom get money. I work for Telecom for over 9 years. I began work from on Sierratel, so we changed to Zen, so we changed to Orange, so we changed, and I work in a key position the way, key departments the way I see revenue. I know how revenue being generated. How you they generate revenue from Telecom. Plenty. So for now you see Sierratel, a whole institution where you go able for manage and where you go able the revenue where they go to generate of profits, go able for pay all the ministers them, go able for even take care of the school projects where they on go. So just because before that, you they see government officials, they use Africell, then they use Orange, they use this. The government will say, this now we own, we left I they die. Then they tell we say, the one they rule with the patriotic. No, they're not patriotic enough for themselves. How you go get your own institution, Sierratel, when a government-owned institution? You see people, it's so sad, it's so pathetic. You get your own institution where you know say this for leverage on the market, what we get, the size of the market. We make all ministers, all government officials use Sierratel. You make it classic, make it compete like say it's a private sector. Like just like ordinary private sector, like the Orange and this. We go generate revenue. Money go come out. You go see expansion. You go see offices everywhere. Once you expand, you give more jobs to people. Quality go there because there is competition. There is this. You go see so much things will improve. I've just said the same thing for Salpost. Just people need to think outside the box. People need to be wise. People just need, when you talk, people will begin. Some man they talk to we fine. Some man then they block. Then they make like say, "Wait, no, we don't care. We go talk because APC then we talk. SFPP can we go talk." And we know about a government job. Me not keep talking about one person. I don't want government jobs. I know beaucoup of them, but me not need government job. Just give me the space. Now the space me want. Chinese now they look for opportunity. They look for deployment. When them go, then get them deployment. They make opportunity out of the deployment. You just go with the space. So like the space we want, we go salon. There is security. There is this. And make a playing field for everybody. Now we need, but these people are the tell you something. Some of them too mean, then greedy. Then see how APC guy then they work at then they like it. Some man fear not in a motorcase. Some man now all they take keke. Now man all they take taxi. They still cannot land. You still cannot land. You still cannot land. You they get. So man, you able to maintain this lifestyle. You able. It's really sad, but trust me. I mean, it's all nobody. People not care. Election, they come back, you go see all the money you don't keep, for can't spend them back. But Sierratel not for the opportunity. It's a big, huge opportunity. Sierratel. It's sad. Whole institution, you don't go take $29,450,000. This now this report, go to appendix 7, page 7. He did it. You go see and they boldly way right. I mean, it's crazy, man. Then I said the people in patriotic. I mean, when they pray, we still they pray and hopeful. But it's sad.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome, Abraham.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Tony for his submission. No go no sign. Yeah? We there. I make I can always say, you know, every person gets right to your opinion. And not to than the normal. Let the powers that be just no say within here, not for politics. Even though some man still, Paulo people that they talk, they ain't still believe waiting again at the head. See now politics, now people in there for. Yes, Sumal. What you get for it today?
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. I've been stopped for listening. I can't sit down about the shop. Forgot me here.
Well, you make 2 minutes to forget anything they will keep move.
No, I don't done.
Oh, okay.
I don't done about the shop. Now go to go so. And so we own Baba and I will get on the okay stay late until we will time not go fight. It just 8 o'clock, 8 something. Simply, the question when me want ask, their houses here where they take now, then people here their hand. If they sell them, let's say a private individual buy them, when government change to them people here now where they take under their hand, the young government come back. Law they will protect them people here because it's not investment. Some man buy them for probably turn into investment property. Some man buy them just for in your family for leave day. Then government change. The one that would take under their hand, the government come back. Law they will protect them people here the investment because according to what you mentioned the speaker of the house, with them be taking house. If na sell, let me sell and give somebody, then now they don't kind of power. They go take a back of another person they have with no compensation, no nothing. Waiting any law they will protect because the house is here with the government they take that then people are they have. Then they foresee that they broke them down. Maybe not sell them to sell them. Any law they will protect them people here they buy their houses here the investment.
Of course, it's
you know of any?
Yes, there is a law where they protect the people, but my dear Sierra Leone, but law they will protect you for buy property. It's the state property, not to the person get her again. Now the states now get her.
Get them, but no in Africa. Let's say, well, I'm not going to talk, but then 2 people and we die. But that guy they wish don't have Maryland where they call logos. Let's say APC take over. Then come back in a salon. They go through, use the authority. They say, now me use the name I want them back. I don't know. I'm like the speaker of the house. If that not be the case, if they don't sell a house, now he get them back, or they just hold them, they put them down, or now rent them. So it will give easier access for retrieve the house back. Then the things about this airport, I don't know why the people are continue for the charge people them, but the runway where they say now renovate them for drain to the new one where they build. That's the idea.
Yes, then they do an expansion of the runway. According to what they don't tell me from the last time. Yes, there is an expansion.
Okay, now this is not 1 day business or not 2 days business?
No, now from December to January. It starts from the 1st of December to the end of January.
Oh wow. So now everyday business?
Yes, now I make now 12 hours. Now in the airport open to flight them 12 hours 5 to 5, and we then start also from the 1st of January till to the end, the 31st day of from the 1st of December to the 31st day of January. Now they go end.
Well, we now to go how na the candle yanda.
No, but opening day 12 hours. You get 12 hours from 5 to 5.
Okay, because that means the airline they go for adjust the time within the country.
Yes, but I make a reference. The airline the way they deal with mostly from overseas, not from the Western world, then fall fine timing. Now the one they within Africa, like the Ghana, the Nigeria flights, them now they one they get problem because now they can go afternoon.
Right, because Brussels now 5 o'clock.
Exactly. So 5 o'clock is fine.
You know, because and also the thing that we back home now be the talk about the pamper they becoming not call the boat. This year, waiting happen. We are not ever seen another flight them the way to. Now Chinese man the whole way for. That lonely taxi boy with them call. That girl who don't buy the ticket as soon as you can down they did at the airport, they harass you. I don't go they sell and give me maybe now I buy and cheap. They sell and give me for $35. We don't go now, we don't go sit inside the bus. They say they wait for 100 passenger, Chinese man. Well, not full-fledged customer about wherever. The lady no will explain to you exactly. Chinese man how she don't wait for. We sit down and that the bus finally. Now the bus take off. We go back, we go sit down inside the team for take off. We sit down there, they wait for this one great Chinese man back. After all, they don't delay we at the airport. When we go back, we say for go join the boats now. We sit down there back, they wait for the same Chinese man. Now I tell Lily, I say now we know that if I be no quick, because me don't use for the go cross na green. I be prepared na 5 o'clock. Bro says it can't done quick, 5 o'clock. I mean for just go. Just like I said, I don't do all my own paperwork then. So I'm not being going for go through anything. I come out early. I mean for just don't go. Na green. I mean the way with the how them people and they treat people and that is not right. But I agree, Mr. Talk back just now say the company with the building they get problems in Russia, but because by you hear me?
Yes, we get you now, but we go back just now.
Okay, I mean they talk say who's friend be they say something about this airport business, how this company with the build the airport. They say they get some issue, money problem with Russia or something. So that go stop them from finish this airport before next year? Let me don't solve them. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Hopefully they finish them because we want sample them next year. And to now they go well. Today I not get that much for ad. We should all we're gonna listen, but we got one more meeting, no? That diaspora meeting, not the next, not to the 18th. Will be done put up for.
Yeah, the 18. Yeah.
Okay. Well, today I not get too much because
All
the
right,
things in a salon then just boku. You be I don't know if that past now you read that lady with the talk say police then go raid one house na kisi the say the lady for opening in post, the lady say I get money there. He tell them say no, I need to open my post. Then care and go. He say I'm pregnant too, I need to feel good. They still care and go na station. He die in their hand. I mean, who say salon police? What they go? What wrong with salon police? The one that when they hire, they need to train them. They don't know how for handle because the one when I are, I mean, if man don't kill person. A suspect who don't kill person and don't say kill person. When police shoot them or when some tear put them, when they run after and try to catch them, they meet them and injure one. The first thing what they do, not forget them in hospital. If they don't hospital, they handcuff them. Then police don't the way they watch them while in the gear treatment. When you well, they go stand trial. So when they don't commit bad crime now, like then catches the Oboku America, that na California. Where they go take, go pass and bang bang another motor car in life they are sick. Wait, when the meter they don't need they bleed. The first thing they try for do now for care and go first in hospital. That lady don't tell us say I get belly and then they feel good. Something not reach that somebody yet was okay. And she say, you know, I know what you pause. Now we go to hospital, let them they attend to you. We go left policewoman they we go they watch you till you get better. Then we want for see report because by right, really by right, police they can for can search some side. Yes, if it happen. If they tell you hope you pause, now no more African police na criminal them. Hoping them, they look, you know. But if you not trust them, which I can see in your way why you not trust them, would I trust alone police? Then me for don't attend to do my don't tell them say I get belly I need to feel good. Why would I care go na police and we all know the police station in Afriton? Now the worst. You know, the side already they put human being cockroach chef, you know, go and put on there. And this human go lost in life. And as so back you go down, nobody not go for talk about that self. Maybe next week you go tell me back. When police then come for can read that or then come for can give you any information about that case they then go tell me what you know happen. Because look what happened, that young lady with them, he say he kill the guy who want try for rape her. The way they explain, what the people them they can't give the report, like say the one there. Then when the chief work for can't tell me the clear thing, like say because the guy they not sabi right. Would I right give them waiting and the reach self is different from waiting the one way right because the one way right now if you reach Beke, you not sit Beke. Salon police them most of them not reach Beke. So if they right, if nobody know they understand what then they right. They might as well just talk pan Creole, then record up pan Creole, say you go play the same thing what they say. So hopefully they able to find out what happened, how this lady died. I mean, it happen all the time. You see police that they go to crime scene or even some suspect, they see and they bleed, they still they and come from back. Just like what happened at Lima and Host. When I say the guy for no reason, that was sit on a ground, they bleed. Police then carry back there and come from Kerangona police and na Pademba Road. They bleed. Carry back go na hospital, treat them. If you want, let police they near them. So now any civilized nation will do. Thank you, my brother. I know whole people in time. Me own time, young folks. I know some
Okay,
people
thank
they
you
don't
very
need try.
much, Omar.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. We there, huh? No see on Saturday. And today on, when they do payback, you go know where the time reach. You go know where the time reach, eh? The time not reach it, so you don't know it.
You have reached Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, where you at? I will try for reach you. One go. You did it? You did it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you so much. I hear me brother been they ask if Lordy we they confiscate somebody in house in the seller if Lordy way they protect the person from letting not take them back if the government change hand. Well, the simple answer, my brother, the law is that government way they come to power, not the law. So so nine they exercise himself. So my dear, that's where we are. You know, oh they talk about system. The one way they can power nine the law. So they exercise them anyhow. You know, people are not get right. Nobody not get right. Now the government way they not power and get right. So even the confiscation process will not even know how that they work. How that happen, public, some of the argument be public, but then when the decision come for let them make, they on camera, so we not follow through the whole process, you know. So and then the decision end up with a paper, and now then they tell we how many houses there for confiscate or properties there for take. Anybody we buy that day, you are the mercy of the law, when the government within power. So that means if this one give you and tomorrow you know the other one will come, it take come. So if you were smart, but I think if the best way probably for doing maybe for sell out to foreigners, especially the foreigners that way them powerful, like to Chinese or to Americans because the embassy is strong, because they then go able advocate for the citizens. You want to Canada hand and say no, your government been do this. If you do that, we'll go hold your hand under water. This thing where you want will not dey give you amount till we citizen way una the drive for take in property we gain and legally, una give them back. Now the only way that they miss him, sell them to higher power where you want for, then they shake you somewhere and then you left them. And that is the Chinese, the British, and the Americans. Because now they deal with we directly, not Sierra Leone. The other one, they're not too focused on Sierra Leone. So, and the una there I go left and like give una small idea of how una they get rid of them property then if una they only put that money into good use. Then the other one to Sierra Leoneans, I want let una all know say it will continue for a while. Remember when the government they complain about why things difficult, it tell you about the war on Ukraine. So the war in Ukraine are uncertain. It get uncertain end. Nobody not know when it end. So that means we dey on uncertain times in Sierra Leone because everything we would they go through, talk to the government officials, then go connect them to Ukraine. Well, I guess we dey if for expect say this go on for some time. And so this not the time where you for use your wisdom, begin for save the way you get. You for learn how for save to just get them today and eat them all because things will continue for be difficult. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. As long as that war they go on, as long as COVID still the cause problem in China, China still get lockdown in major cities. They still get lockdown. So as long as this they happen where nobody don't know when it they end, that means things will continue for get harder and harder. So use wisdom for beginning for save. Use all you waste them how you for make money and save because thing when you buy today for 2,000 leons, tomorrow it will be 4,000 leons, and this will continue for a while. Nobody don't know when that they end. The one that way then they make money. One guy be write book. He say only the paranoid survive. Andrew Grove, one time in the 90s, Naina be the CEO for Intel. What did that they mean? You forget the mind for speculate that uncertainty day now the market. This time you go say now the country because of situations the way they go around the world. And if your government they always the hardship to certain things the way they happen around the world, then you for look into that. This thing where then they talk about nothing where they end tomorrow. Now, if you know say you know they end tomorrow, that means you for begin make preparation. Because wait tomorrow come back, it will tell you the same thing. Sorry, this year they can't go up again. Sorry, this year not go happen because of Ukraine, because of COVID. And then nobody don't know. Then that thing they end. Now you for begin use some mechanism how you for help yourself. If the person way they go to today for go big, you 1,000 leons. Tomorrow you go they give 500. That will continue until one day you say day because things they continue for change. Difficulty they happen continuously. So now I for let you crack your brain. See how you for help yourself. Because the one way you depend on for let help you. Thing get for change for her. And this they happen all over. Even now, right now, speculation day that market will crash at any time. Only thing way they hold them up right now because job than day. There's no way job than day and people and they Till they hire people, then the market crash. But it can happen at any time. So even the one that now we depend on, tomorrow if small thing happen, even if you get a job, but what's how you did, all of a sudden the price of what you get don't change in terms of mortgage or rent or that they happen. Depression. So it get effect on everybody. So whatever little you they get right now, and this they go to even you wait in there every month we get you send everything, then you left paycheck to paycheck. That you job day, secure. It can drop. They can drop you anytime, or they think the company can crash anytime. So now you for be not take all and send out. People I've been the one friend flies. They're very good at sticking around. Who side they stick smell the thing they smell right now. But the moment that dry up, then they look for another place. Who side it they smell, then go back. They are like fly. So if then they monitor you today, tomorrow you are not there, then go somewhere else. So no you by yourself for kill yourself now where they work nearly 12 hours, 16 hours, then where you get a paycheck, you begin for issues everywhere, and then you left your bank now empty. Waiting crash now, yeah, even worse because when you not pay the bill, you become homeless. So be on the lookout. It can happen anytime as long as because this thing a global thing now. Even though the inflation is lower now, watch around the world. It's skyrocketing. It's going all over the place. Waiting go get for fall that the market get for crash one day and everything begin for. So your wisdom right now. If you get small, make sure you put small aside for tomorrow. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
I return the mic to you. Get something for add? With all what you don't hear. Now your moment. If you think so, don't do well. Well. We'll go left here in the next 5 minutes. You get the opportunity now. It's all what you don't hear. You want add? I think see Tripoli. I don't do it. Yeah. Tifo talk again. I don't talk all tea. What's are you there? Hopefully, the government of Sierra Leone this coming week and go do something better for we brothers and sisters than a Sierratel. Hopefully. Eh? There are laws, but they're not a woke. And when you look at them, then they are corruption at higher places, says Bendo. The chairman busy today, so not to get spot update. Now be aware, no say on Saturdays, now so we can do ya. Usman he say thing really bad right now, but the government can't declare austerity because they campaign against the past government on that. That na the 200 them. I think I give for cut that side, make people then see them. I hope so when can watch the small video they already put. If you don't mean nothing, you know they put her. When we post something, watch them. Because I will look for that video. Then maybe tomorrow I'll go put them. We'll say, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, they tell Honorable Musa for saying the government for declare austerity. Honorable Musa say, now they can't force we for say upo. Now by force for the lot talks. Yes, caller, who would they talk to, please?
Hi, Triple A, how you do? This is Mohammed. I'm call from Virginia.
Yes, Mohammed. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Triple A, let God help you. But the country, the way we do right now, it just felt like a time bomb. The issue about mismanagement. That is a big thing we we not be able for we now we for accept us because people in the take government property, let's say that their personal belongings then. We accountability not be. Hopefully some of we work for the government, so we do so. And we get government property they wouldn't give. We misuse them. You go either pay a fine. If you need to pay that fine, you go to jail. Now they not to question. Now they not to teach if we compromise person. But Salon, now you see man they take government property, then get a motor car for drive. At the end of the day, they go dismantle her. They do what want for do time. No accountability on the different. Then whenever the government come back, then go buy brand new motor car them back. So if your accountability no day for the first one, what you get for Apple the second one? You see, at the end of the day, we say with the citizen there, we get responsibility to make sure so we take care of the property the way we they use. Believe me, the job cheaply, then give me $10,000 credit card where I use. Not only money, na government money. But if I'm a user, guess what? What did happen? I be pay. And if I not pay for that, I dey go to prison. Because it did a bold day written there. So that makes sure say the responsibility what I get. If the card lost it, I need for call instantaneously say yes, the card lost by the blocker. That they learn you say be responsible at all costs. Because at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your taxes. But this accountability, yeah, they know we let the country first. We say so the Sierra Leone, if we not let the country, people live for long before not easy. It's not easy. Now, as I will tell you, like we na the diaspora now, we get we say. When a remote community, the water, one of the basic things then. 30 days, we never forget them basic things. People in the struggle, we still all come together. We make a nice water well for them. You know how happy the people are happy? Be happy when they're happy, when they can't give them water well day that the community. We don't able get for how many years they not get that. Pikin will get for go school, they work miles for go get water. Then you don't kind of under them no soul. Then they all go ease the burden of the combrade. They go save the pikin. You know, those are things we'll spend. We'll not reach 100, you know, reach 100 million we'll spend, Salomon. You know, we'll make a nice distance. Well, for them go there, the pikin able forget. So those things, because we love we country, they make able for do them thing. So it doesn't mean that other people do not get the opportunity they do. But for real selfishness and greed, people in the starve. You know, no we love the love. If we not get love for the country, Tripoli, it go mona. It go mona me at the big Sierra Leoneans there. No, we left the country. I mean, we can't at the diaspora and I ask more food. You know, we they work hard. But if you not get peace of mind, yeah, if you not get peace of mind yonder, and if anything happy yonder, we not get peace of mind now. How we do? You see, because you know, let God help you, Triple. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mommy. All right, we don't come to the end of today. We don't try. We don't clock for 4 hours. We don't try. We'll go there back on Monday, God's willing. We'll go join AYV on Sunday, tomorrow. That we are waiting and go deal with. Soldier for Righteousness, he say, the foundation, I'm go. He say, it go be very hard for make you build on a bad foundation. Okay. Yeah, we don't see who they left, but look how Soldier for Righteousness. Yes, sir, you get the platform, sir. You get 3 minutes.
Yeah, Triple A, good evening, and everybody else. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I just want to say something quick. I've been listening all this week, waiting me to go on, trying to catch as much I can catch. what I would say is this government here, or Sierra Leone government generally, not get a plan for how to build the country. Not get a plan for the people them. Because if they focus for investment the people them, then go get a return where it will be very easy. But what I see with the SLPP, they focus more for tackle the opposition and then forget for say they get work for do. So now then thing and then they lack. So now where hardship come, you they see dissatisfaction so much, you they see leakage everywhere. So no get nothing for show for. And when people then talk, then try for silence everybody with them fit to say go raise them voice, talk against them. But if we they talk now for the good of the people, now for the good of the country, now for let una listen waiting what they say, then maybe una go make some changes. For the people them. Let the country run well, let the institution they run well. You panelists then don't say all anything and the alpha, don't say the same things and they don't repeat. The institution alone as salon, if then just try for strengthen and reform the institution them, maybe it will be better. So they run function. They run strongly and disciplined, so no, they compromise, they job them. They already work yonder now for thief the money and go invest outside. I don't know any politician where they invest inside salon. Where they go say, now they get a corporation there where they don't hire how many people in there. None of them. They wait for their people in overseas for can invest. Somebody from outside can invest. So now there is a problem. Where they see somebody get money, we all go say na corruption, na thief, then thief am. Because no gets no investment for sure. Outside the money come out. How they generate that money there. No get no investment. So the money with them for use, for take care of institution, then take care of programs, they improve areas then we need for improve. Let the mama and the pikin them get good environment, good working place, transportation, water, light. One person they hold the money, they squeeze the money, and they say nothing because of party politics. Then thing they need for stop. They need for reform the institution, then they need for reform things them. Na salon they work for, they want for see salon change. No go just sit on there no more. They go overseas, they fly. Almost 1,000 times we don't see presidents they fly. Minister, first lady and other people and they behind there. And you people and then are a condition where for say, now pass, waiting they say pass God. But now they run the country. Una say una they go out for go bring out good things there. Where the good things there? That money there, if una take them, una see usa una need for fix. Maybe people then go see what you una do. The other thing I want to say now the disrespect of the woman there. The institution, the government, police, soldier man, and salon people them, no respect woman them. And the woman there now they are the foundation. If we not take care of them, if we not take care of the environment, then picking there. Whether they take care of the picking there where they go school, whether they go to market, for go sell. Look the environment. Then get concerned at the heart how they want to see the nation. Look Dubai, then other Arab country them, where they're so disciplined. They're no different from them, other get past each other. They all dress the same. Then sit down and willing for transform their nation, waiting they want for see. The woman then they make sure the woman then get the provision the way they need. Most of the way they talk, we don't need government. Now transformation, let things run well, the pride of one nation. Now make we dey talk and una wey dey up wey sidoyanda, una no dey do the job. Una just dey go and beg. Use wetin una get. Use wetin una get. Let una improve una people their life, their condition. Then una go be proud for wetin una do. Let una people enforce see una and see wetin una do and love wetin una do. Then you dey try for what let outside them, then sue una force for say una dey do well, una fine. You people learn that you owe force. Where you dey run, where they under you, take care of them force. Now then go protect you. Now then go say you don't do good job. Then you dey go find good name outside because you want money and then you don't get nothing for show for it. You know, the next one I want for say. They don't tell I want for say where Mamadi Doumbouya can visit salon. Another state, another president can visit salon. Take the president to institution them where una don't do. Impress them. Take the president to things and where you don't develop for the nation and you people them, where they help them right now. Before that, you take them to your own personal farm, your own personal glory. Now me get this, now me own this, now me that. No. Show the man what you don't do for you people and let the man in back go now in your own country, let it go with impression for say, wow, that man did they do well for in people them. Maybe go can implement this idea, yeah, we will help the Guinean them. But Usai, you know, me I don't tell for talk now, make I just focus on God in business. People, let God bless you. Let God bless we all. Let God make we see 2023 in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you
very much, Soldier for Righteousness.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, we're left here now. Bendo say the institutions then designed for leakage for benefit the politicians and the one that we connect to the power grid. As always. We'll go there back on Monday, as I don't say. Go January every on Sunday. Make sure so you get rest. Man, last week Sunday I rest there. I think I know it 6 in the evening. Where you get the rest way they yarn for. Your body safe they know say you know it thing. Something happened today. I don't know if that for happen tomorrow, but loud they look no more, loud they go. We go there back on Monday. Till we meet again. That's what Triple go say. Tata.